video, I'm out here with Thanos, and again, continuing the board training process. Again, just establishing a routine, but again, creating some set points as I define it, some expectations in terms of beginning to advocate, getting him to come into agreement based on, again, specific interactions that change his perceptions the right way. Now, again, on the video, we've seen how I responded to other dogs, okay, as he's trying to express control. And again, intercepting that, being a great change right away, and already coming into agreement. Just picture like a 40-page contract, and I'm going through, and we're agreeing and signing off on it, kind of re-signing, okay, and going through page by page by page over this 2-week process. So here in this video, I'm going to be adding a little bit more to the script, as I call it, to these interactions. I'm just going to be moving around here in the training area, and I'm going to be adding a little bit more of the push-pull, and perhaps a little bit of down pressure, a little bit of influence that way, to see again how he's going to respond to it. But again, when you're dealing with a dog that has gained a lot of control, again, you always want to make sure you're going through a sequence, but you're not going too fast. Okay, kind of, how much influence to put on the dog. Even right here, see, kind of he goes back here a little bit. You're going to see a little bit of, at times, this is how he responds, a little bit of disagreeableness, push-pull. I'm going to start moving with him a little bit here, and let's see how this goes. So, again, moving forward, you see me switching hands. He's a big dog, 120 pounds, so same thing, a little push-pull, just to kind of draw his, kind of like an I-own type of, of language being spoken through the method. I want a little bit of inwardness here. You see that? A little bit of inwardness. So it's like, picture the inwardness like fading in. Okay? That's what it is. So just, again, how influence takes hold, how he responds to it, how he begins to change his perceptions. So again, what I'm doing is the building blocks of change. It's as these moments build on each other, it starts to affect his overall decision-making process. Okay, so again, same thing. Just as these moments take hold, okay, moving forward here a little bit, not going too far, lining this up, just repeating. See, I'm repeating the same thing each time. I'm going to put a little down pressure on him so he feels it. He's going to lean. Let's see, this is the first time I've done it down with him. So you're seeing this in real time, first time, locking my shoulders in. That's great. Okay, fantastic. So that's the first time that I put, that type of expectation on him. And so this is like, again, same thing, like a de-stressing type of interaction, okay, for him. The idea is to take the stress off him. Now, when you do this, understand that very quickly, okay, the way his mind reacts is when you see a dog, especially a dog that is like 120 pounds, and I'm trying to bring them straight up, back up into a sit. You'll see how they use their body weight. It's like a protester with a picket sign. Now he'll want to use his body weight to make me stop from being able to continue. Okay, that can happen. If that happens, I can move the leash a little bit to angle it. So I'm using some kinetic technique to affect his mind a little differently to get him to pop up. That may happen. So from here, again, but I'm going to go straight up. Okay, it's important to go into his head as deep as you can, not to kind of use that type of kinetic technique too much, okay? So, but again, I'm going to apply a little pressure. So understand, when I bring them up into a sit, okay, based on how I'm applying pressure through the leash, that he understands the intent of where I want him to go. That's why I'm not using commands that way. It's about how this package is up. So from here, I'm going to bring him up. Okay, I'm going to apply enough pressure so he senses where I want him to go. He's not too over. There we go. Got him up. Now from here, it's the same thing. So when he comes up like that, okay, I'm looking at just how much, again, to avoid high conflict, okay, I'm not trying to just move him forward too fast. I brought up a little disagreeable to it. I'm giving him a second here or two to kind of work through it, okay, before I start to take more control. So from here, so this is when, again, when you look at a response of a dog, okay, it's like there has to be a little bit of accommodation here. I'm not using treats, I'm not bribing him. Okay, you don't want to do that. Okay, this is about interaction-based influence, how influence is intersecting these interactions. So from here, Now I will bring him forward. Now I'm going to bring him forward. See, I just gave him a little bit of time. Now put him back into the sit. And then little push-pull, and that way, again, more agreeable. Okay, so just about how you do these interactions. That was absolutely fantastic, okay, how we responded there. So, you know, when I start to do this, I'm not going to do too many downs. You know, I might do one, you know, and then I'll add to it as I go. But my goal with getting them out here is just to, again, start to just get into a routine, get into, again, just kind of re-signing the contract, but understand that I'm moving the same way each time. Okay, it's not erratic, I'm not doing things. If it's erratic, then you can't make sense of it. It's the same sequence each time because understand it's language that you're speaking through these interactions, which he comes into agreement with. So he's motivated to come into agreement with. That's the motivator. Okay, just think about a child who's already selfish is motivated to come into interactions with a parent who's interacting in reasonable ways. Investment, being proactive, because you know you have a relationship problem. So this is why you have to move into a proactive role, considering you already have a relationship problem. So this is what this is about. Control. It's really a power play. That's really what it is. Working off the social connection with dogs. So it's a type of power play, but I'm doing it in such a way that the dog is going to be accepting of it. Okay? Now don't get me wrong, the dog's holding a whole lot of control and you know has been aggressive. And you know, certain protocols like a muzzle, you want to make sure you're keeping it safe because you could still get bit. Okay, so here, but understand this system of training it creates revelation, reveals, and it creates change at the same time. So for dog behavior, dog scratch, whatever, I'm not going to try to, you know, I'm not interrupting that. I'll let him, you know, scratch here for a moment. Then I'm going to move him forward again in a second once he's down. Now I'm going to move forward again, back into a sit. Little push-pull, tap if needed. I'm not going to nudge. Again, if I have that inwardness, and I'm faded in, I'm not nudging the leash. So even here, you see he's got a choke chain on, but how I'm using it, it's proactive, but I'm using it in such a way that there's always release points all the time. Okay, it's about agreeableness, you know, influence is happening at the right time, and then release points. Same thing, move forward here. Doing really good. Very happy with this. Little push pull, not too hard. Move forward again. Smooth, fluid technique. No petting. Okay. You might want to pet on your dog, but don't do it. Okay, because you're still in process. Okay, understand, you still have to understand where you're at in the relationship. You want to connect that way. Okay, you have to focus on leadership and you know, continuing to think properly and express, because understand it's still about power, but it's still about control. It's all about just being relaxed and calm. Same thing, move forward with them. Stopping, guiding into the sit, little push pull. Moving forward, and move a little bit more with them here. Just get a tap a little bit. Tail's wagging a little bit here, okay? This is, again, very accepting. But understand, this is about what's reasonable, so it's like harmony, okay? It's just like, you know, it's about reconciling the roles. So he's very agreeable to do it as long as I'm, you know, I'm being reasonable, right? And I have his best interest at heart, which I do. You know, I love dogs. But I know what needs to happen to come out on the other side of things to make it a better relationship, okay? I understand, it's about love, but love in terms of investing as a parent. Right? Just like your children, you go through a problem, right? You love them enough that you're going to work through it the right way. Not the wrong way, the right way. Same thing, move forward with them, doing well. Now, you see how I'm using my leg to kind of guide him a little bit, so you can kind of angle in on him here, just smooth to it, make a little contact. You see dogs that will actually move their head in a little bit for that contact because it's like it's de-stressing them, coming into agreement. You'll see that. So here, Thanos is doing great. I mean, I'm very happy with that. Even with the down, it's the first time I've put, you know, interacted with him that way. And you saw what happened. So, you know, just about like, you know, all you're doing is like you're bringing dominoes down on his mind. Okay, so but If you're doing it down, it's a push-pull first, you complete that first, and your hand's already there, and then you apply some influence and you just lock your shoulder in, you're leaning a little bit. So it's not meant to be physical force that way because it's not meant to be personal. It's all about technique. Okay, so understand when you do that, if you start pushing away, that you get frustrated, angry, and mad, you're going to create more conflict. Okay, he'll be agreeable to the down when he's ready. So even if I'm doing that, the dog is really fighting me hard, I'm going to stop. Okay, I'm not going to keep doing it, but I'm going to reapply it. Okay, so it's like the dog starts to feel it. So all to say, Thanos is doing excellent. You know, we're outside again, and again, in terms of other dogs, you know, it's come along very well. So this is all lining up. So we're just into, you know, a couple of days into this. So he's already doing absolutely fantastic. Thanks for watching.